It's going to be the start of a new T20I series. It's the first T20I series for the Indian team for about 3 months now. November is when we last saw them play in a T20I series. But as is the case at the start of any series, this one also comes with a lot of excitement and with a lot of questions as well. Some of those questions were taken by Akshar Patel, the vice captain of the side yesterday. But it's T-1 today, and we know what happens a day prior to the start of any series, and that's the captain's press conference. Suryakumar Yadav, who's the captain of the T20I side, was there, and he took on some questions from the media in Kolkata as he addressed some of the issues within the Indian team, some of the topics that cricket buffs are talking about, including Team India. Now, the mood is something that we're always wanting to know in the camp after, especially remember, a series defeat. Now, is that weighing on the Indian team? We'll tell you about that as well. So be with me as I tell you what is it that Suryakumar Yadav had to tell us one day ahead of the T20I series against England. England, remember, have already announced their 11. Check out that video that's already been done on Sports Today. But let's quickly dive into what exactly is it. The big takeaway from that press conference that was held in Kolkata, which Suryakumar Yadav came up for, was the question around Hardik Pandya. Now, the one big question dominating headlines for a while now is what happened with regards to Hardik Pandya's leadership role. He was trusted as the captain after the the 2022 T20 World Cup. After that 10 months or so, you saw him be the captain, but then he's not been around for a while now as far as the leadership role is concerned. Not even the vice captain, but on the outside, while we may think that Hardik Pandya's chances of being in the leadership role are all but done now, but it's not something that maybe the Indian team is looking at the same way as you and I could possibly be. Listen in to what Suryakumar Yadav had to say. Well, he said, and I'm quoting him over here, he says that the relationship with Hardik Pandya is really very good. He was first asked about what his relationship with Hardik Pandya is, and then talks about his role as far as leadership is concerned. He says that we know exactly what we want for the team. Akshar has been given the added responsibility. Like I said, Akshar Patel is the vice captain of the side. But at the same time, Hardik is also a part of the leadership group. It's like we've got a lot of captains on the ground. So if you thought that Hardik Pandya isn't there for consultation purposes, isn't there as far as decision making is concerned, perhaps not the case as far as Suryakumar Yadav is concerned. Now, not just Suryakumar Yadav, being the captain of the side, there is another person added in the leadership role in Akshar Patel. Remember, there is a Jasprit Bumrah as well who's captained the side on a few occasions. So yes, there are people on the ground in this team that this Indian team has trusted in the past as far as the relationship, as far as the leadership core is concerned. So perhaps Hardik Pandya, maybe the Indian team is looking at a new direction, which has Akshar Patel at the helm, maybe, or is just ahead of a couple of other players. But that's not to say that Hardik Pandya has been kept in the rear view mirror, or you can only see him through the rear view mirror. He is also there as one of the consultants. He's also there as far as one of the senior members is concerned. So that's one bit that we got to know about what the whole Hardik Pandya situation is like. But let's move forward about Gautam Gambhir. Now, he's going to be working with Gautam Gambhir just the second time now. The Sri Lanka series is when we last saw, in fact, there you go. The South Africa series is where when the two of them work together, but still early days. But what's the understanding between Gautam Gambhir and Suryakumar Yadav? Let's try and give you an answer for that as well. Well, he says that the understanding is really good with Gautam Gambhir. His coaching style is very simple and he gives players a chance to express themselves. He knows what goes on in the player's mind because he's also been in these situations before. So that's as far as the equation between Suryakumar Yadav and Gautam Gambhir is concerned. And he goes against what's being reported about Gautam Gambhir. He does back the coach over here and says that he shares a good relationship, and as far as the philosophy is concerned, he's happy with how Gautam Gambhir looks at every player. Let's move forward now. The one question that was asked to him was about the Champions Trophy snub. The squad was announced a couple of days back on Saturday in Mumbai. Suryakumar Yadav, who was part of the ODI World Cup squad, doesn't now make it to the Champions Trophy squad. He was asked about it. Now, he underwhelmed in the World Cup. His ODI numbers aren't that great. We know that. And he says, and he admits that if he had done better, then he probably would have been in the Champions Trophy team. But he didn't do well. So an admission coming from Suryakumar Yadav, and it's good to see a player admit their shortcomings as well. You don't get to see that happen with international players at all times, but good on his part, good on Surya's part to admit that maybe he wasn't doing enough. But we do see him, continuously pushing himself and training with the Mumbai team. And who knows if there is maybe light at the end of the tunnel for Suryakumar Yadav in the ODI format. As far as team bonding is concerned, and that's the last bit that I want to tell you about, a lot is being said about team bonding. Remember, there's a BCCI diktat to discipline the players to attain more cohesion in the team is concerned. There are also reports that were doing the rounds that the Indian team hasn't bonded well. They haven't really, spent enough time together. They've been in this camp in Kolkata for the last couple of days, but maybe that cohesion is missing. That sense of unity is missing. We saw that video though that was put on social media platforms last night. We also have it up on Sports Day as well, where you saw a glimpse of there being a team dinner that happened yesterday. And that question was then asked to Suryakumar Yadav. There's a lot being said, as I said, about team bonding, but Suryakumar Yadav allaying all of that and saying that everything's good, nothing to be worried about. He says that he's absolutely loving it, and we had a lovely team dinner last night. We played a song in our team bus as well, so giving a sense that all is hunky-dory, everything's well, the team's gelling well, and nothing really to be worried about as far as that sense of unity and togetherness in the Indian camp is concerned. We'll see how all of that materializes on the field when the two teams take to the field in Kolkata. That's where we start. That's where we start this T20I series. Suryakumar Yadav will be at the helm, and let's see if India can start on a winning note as far as T20 cricket is concerned. For now, I'll take your leave, but this is time for Dugout as well, so I'll be joined by my colleagues Nikhil and Sashwat very soon. So stay tuned. We're coming live in just about a couple of minutes.